jumping in here and jumping out very quickly. Um, Opening week for the NFL for the Washington football team. Disappointing loss, 20-16. I just got a number. People give these numbers and give you the significance of the number, but I just have one number in mind, and then just a message to the fan base. The number would be 17, and this isn't highly researched and verified and whatnot, but it just seems like over the last couple of years, the last few years, going back to probably Gruden's last year or two, it seems like the team struggles to score above 17 points. So my number for the Washington football team would be 17. Um, you know, this day and age with everything set up for the passing attack for the passing game, you got to be able to put up points. So to score 16 points, even without, I didn't get to watch the game this week because I don't live in the market. But again, right there is 16 points. As the total, you're gonna have to be able to score at least 24, 27 points to compete week in and week out. I know we're hanging our hat on being a defensive team, a top five, top three, maybe even one of these all-time defensive units was some chatter that I was seeing. I didn't see the back. I didn't see a group of guys in the back in the secondary and whatnot to really suggest that. I see people turning on Chase Young already. So that's my second message to the team and to the fan base. We can't be this fragile. It's one loss. I know Fitzpatrick is now going on injury reserve. It's been placed on injury reserve. We got to go to Heineke. Honestly, I'm good with that. I like Heineke. He plays with a passion, with a fight in him. That I'm okay with it. But this fan base is just indicative of a team that's been poorly ran for 15, 20 years. The first sign of adversity, the first sign of the first defeat, the first injury, it all goes to hell in a handbasket. I don't think it's no time to panic. Um, I don't think we have the type of I like McLaurin and I like Gibson, but I don't think we have those dominant individual skill players just yet. I think we play well as a team and get things done as a team. Maybe McLaurin, and I know McLaurin has had a pretty good start to his career, but maybe if it was better QB play, more consistent play at from the quarterback spot, maybe he'd be that much better. But Gibson, he's still a guy kind of figuring out being a full time running back or RB1. He had 90 yards, 20 carries. I know he had a fumble that he's taken a lot of heat for. Again, I think I think we have to be patient. A lot of these teams with the 17 game season, preseason, how teams handle preseason. You saw what happened to the Ravens. The key players that they lost, nobody knows how to approach the preseason. Play guys, don't play guys. We saw Aaron Rodgers came out and was super flat, and it affected the team. They took a bad beating. So can't take much from this first game. Everybody in the division lost except for the Philly. I think Philly might have won. So give Ron Rivera and Del Rio and the staff time to adjust and to do what they get paid to do. To come up with solutions, workarounds, ways to fix this, and to get the guys going in the right direction. I know it looks bad, and I'm sitting here with this Michigan jersey on. It looks bad up in Ann Arbor. When I look at the quarterback, the young freshman for the Buckeyes, And then I look at McNamara. I don't think the kid passed for more than 70 yards Saturday. So I'm looking at some pretty questionable offensive football, on Saturday and Sunday for the teams that I follow and support the most. But yeah, I think it's just going to be key for Washington to figure out what the key is, what the formula is for winning. It doesn't hurt. I mean, it doesn't help to turn around on a Thursday game in week 2, and now we got to deal with the division team in the Giants Thursday night, and your starter is now gone. So it's adversity. But again, we can't be this fragile as a fan base. We And I know last year, you go 7-9, win the division, host a playoff game. The expectation is to come out. Some people picking you to win it. I get it, but we still. I think we were building some decent depth on the defensive side of the ball, and Chase Young is defensive rookie of the year and whatnot, but we still don't have, like I said, that all-pro talent, that elite talent at a lot of key positions. It's just not there. So I think my expectations were basically wait and see, to be honest. Fitzpatrick as your quarterback, how the hell? I guess my approach to this season was like, how good can we look to be able to, this could be the perfect time. Nah, bruh. What's up, SP? Nah, bruh. The ship has sailed on Cam Newton, man. I love Cam, but we a long ways away from 2015, man. And my issue with Cam is this. If you bring in Cam for Cam to win and for Cam to go out and do what he does and lead the team and let the team feed off of him, he's going to be one hit away from, what's up, Corey? Peace, King. If you go to Cam, you're going to be one hit away from scrapping everything anyway. Cam's last dance. We're going to have to let him dance elsewhere. Maybe Cam can dance. Hell, I don't know where else Cam could even dance besides us. Everybody else looked pretty decent after week 1. We see what Carr does tonight for Vegas, but Cam, nah, man, that's not the answer. Let Heineke do what he can do. Like I said, Heineke plays with a certain fire. I don't know if he has the tools to deliver, and if he can do it consistently. But I know yeah. That's what I'm on here saying, Corey. It's not time to panic. I know the young boy, the linebacker, didn't bowl people over with his performance. I think just 2 tackles. St. Juice, however you pronounce his last name, he got dealt with. But you out there against Keenan Allen. Like, Keenan Allen can go to work. Now people are regretting that Jimmy Moreland was cut. I'm pissed off that I thought Moreland was a diamond in the rough or a gem, and now we give up on him after a season or whatever. It's just time to just cool down. Like I said, give Coach Rivera a chance to earn his money. They got to develop a formula on how they plan to win games. But again, I go back to the number that I gave. You got to score more than 17 points, week in and week out. While the front group of guys might be great, could be elite, if they're not giving you a short field, if they're not creating turnovers, if the defense isn't creating turnovers. I know Willie Jackson III had an interception and whatnot. Herbert threw for nearly 340 yards. But we got to find a formula that we can win with. Winning the division, that's an aberration. You still look at the pieces on the other teams in the division, maybe with the exception of New York. They're not much better off with the quarterback position with Danny Dimes or whatever his name is. just got to figure out how, what's going to be the formula to win games. How you going to compete week in and week out, and let things come together. Like I said, if you ready, Ron putting the young cats in a great position to learn, a great position playing against top talent, get Fred. Yeah, I'm just. But hell, Corey, part of the plan was to see what was to keep an eye on the situation in Green Bay. But hell, after I saw what I saw from Aaron Rodgers, I don't even know if you want to try to make them calls at the end of the season for him. He all over the place, different hairstyle, wilding out a little bit, got beat up and smacked around yesterday. That situation looks like a disaster. And it just goes to show. That team chemistry is important, team leadership, everybody being on the same page. I mean, you look at what the youngster in Arizona did yesterday. It's just not a time to like I said, for everything to go to hell in a handbasket. People calling for Cam Newton, just throwing a bunch of stuff up on the wall, hoping that there's something sticks. Nah, get back to the basics. We're young on the back end of the defense. Try to stay healthy this year. Everybody do their job. See what the record is, and see what position you end up in the draft, and then what key free agents can you take a shot at. Wilson and the QB from Atlanta gonna be out there. Exactly. So, like I said, my expectations for this year is just to be competitive, just to compete. But we want to look at it like as division winners. Things are great, or reigning division champs. All of that's great. But we really gotta understand. Dallas last year when they did have Dak, they able to go out there and put up 35, 37, 40 points. So the defense didn't have to be all of that. Now they add the Micah Parsons kid. They do some other things, see if Ezekiel can bounce back. I mean, it's probably the best roster in the division, in the right places. You got a guy in Dak who's going to come out and probably throw for 4,800, 5,200 yards. You got a Armani Cooper and CeeDee Lamb and whatnot. Our talent just in the skill positions, nobody proven opposite of McLaurin. It's just we just gotta win and play team football. That's just the reality of the situation right now. Even over in Philly, Devontae Smith or whatever comes out and proves that even as a slight guy, a slender guy, he's showing that he can make plays and whatnot. And then Jalen Hurts, threw for like 270 or something. Still can use his legs a little bit. We just not that dynamic of a team right now, in my opinion. So again, it's not the end of the world for me. Long season, 17 games. We see what we have to work with at quarterback. But again, man, it's not the end of the world. Let Rivera and Del Rio figure some things out and see where we are week to week. Hopefully that front group on defense can get it going. I'm sure this does not sit well with Chase Young, and I'm counting on his leadership and his fire towards the game of football and his expectation for his own performance to be elite. That he'll start getting on some of those guys on defense, talking some of these guys up. If the front group is doing their thing, they're gonna make life easier for the gang in the back. So it is what it is, man. It's not the end of the world for me because I didn't start on 100 for the team and for the season. Again, top to bottom, we just don't have that offensive firepower that you need to make life easier week to week. We're going to have to earn everything that we can earn on that side of the ball. So, I wasn't sold on Fitzpatrick. I thought the margin of error for him was kind of small, and he's out of there already. So now we got Taylor. We see what he come in there, what spark he brings, what wrinkles he brings to the table. And then we might have to start taking a look at Turner as a OC. You know, maybe he's not the guy. But anyway, I gotta finish this stuff in the yard. 0-1, you know, it's not the end of the world. That's all I can say. It's not the end of the world. And we get you know, even as is today, we still can win this game Thursday and get back to 500, and that's a win in the division. So again, it's not the ideal situation. Scheduled tough, but the division will not be won until the last 5 weeks of the season. So yeah, exactly. Corey already know this, man. I'm gonna reach out to you, man. Probably to do probably to do some kind of recaps or some kind of discussion. I was a little off of it this week, man. I still got some different things going on in my in the world and whatnot. So I hadn't really settled in to my football calendar just yet. But I'm gonna reach out to you, bro. Good to see you. Good to talk to you. We gonna be all right, man. We gonna be all right. Hey, y'all, take it easy. As I always say, you don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. Peace.